And then gently let the knees fall side to side in windshield wipers. And as you do that, notice how it feels on your low back. Letting your breath flow. Noticing how it feels through the hips as well and the knees. And just noticing as you roll over your feet. Good. And now coming up to the center here, let's just draw one knee into the belly and then the other knee into the belly. You can hold above or below your knees and just give them a squeeze with your arms. And noticing how that feels on your low back. You can have them both in at the same time here. You might even make little circles on your low back. Good. And now let's place one hand on each knee, either above it or below it. And as you inhale, let's squeeze the knees in as tightly as you can in your own hips. And as you exhale, let the knees come away, straight away, and your arms straighten. And you might come to a natural curve. And then you just inhale, pull them in, thighs toward belly, and then the knees move away and arms straighten. Good. And just repeat that. It's a small movement. One more. Good. And as the knees come away, let's let the feet come down toward the floor, touching down. And we're going to inhale. And as you exhale, let's straighten out the legs on the floor. Good. Arms can just rest at your sides. And inhale, can you now press the back of your head into the floor and tuck the chin down so you make a double chin? Yeah, so if you need to, you might need to fold up an extra fold in your blanket to be able to get enough pressure into the floor to make that double chin. Good. Keep breathing. Inhale. Now, as you exhale, can you keep the double chin and lift the head off the floor to try to look towards your feet as long as there's no pain? And then keep the double chin as you lower back down. Relax the neck when you get there. Good. And now we're going to try to feel that again. So inhale, make your double chin, really press it down. Keep the double chin as you exhale and try to look between the feet. And then inhale as you lower back down and relax the neck. Good. So we're going to try to train some of our core muscles to support our neck and just throughout everything that we do. Okay, so we're going to work on that right now. We'll bend the knees, inhaling. And as you exhale, let's lift the right foot off the floor and hold the knee with your left hand. Good. And we're going to inhale, take your hand behind your head, your right hand behind your head. Good. And now on your next exhale, let's let the elbow curl around the ear and tuck the chin down and lift the head and shoulders off the floor. And then on your inhale, lower back down. Okay, now we're going to try to carry the neck. So you're not using the neck. Again, on the exhale, come up. And see if the top of your head, when you lift up, can be pointing toward the ceiling and your eyes looking toward the horizon. So just like right ahead of you, and see if that makes the movement easier. Your left knee is bent with the foot on the floor. So yeah, there you go. And then another thing to notice as we train these muscles to work is move the sternum down in order to lift the shoulders up. So see if you can feel that initiate the movement. The sternum moves down to lift the head and shoulders up. Good. And the next time you come down, let's release the knee and release the arm and just take a breath there. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Now inhale, lifting the left foot off the floor. We're going to put the left hand on the left knee. So left hand, you guys. Yeah, that's it. Right hand behind the head. Good. Now we're going to inhale, let the right elbow come up, and exhale as you peel the right shoulder off the floor and look to your left as you come across the body a little bit. And inhale, come back down. Good. Now, as you exhale, we're going to make this movement as easy as possible if you can. Now, what happens if you look to the left a little more with your eyes? Does that make the movement easier? Just noticing. And as you come up, notice how the right shoulder peels off the floor and the left shoulder gets heavy on the floor to help you come across. So you're actually coming off the floor. You're not staying, your head is not staying on the floor. Yeah, you're trying to come across the body. Good. And just one more here. Jaw relaxed, carrying the head. Good. And when you come down, let the foot come down, the arms relax. Following the breath in and out. All right. Now we're going to lift the left knee off the floor again, but this time we're going to hold it with the right hand. Inhale, taking the left hand behind your head, the elbow curls around by the ear. And exhale, as you come up, think about sternum moving down to help you lift. And inhale to lower. And repeat. So as you come up, can you allow the top of your head to face the ceiling and your eyes are looking at the horizon? Think sternum down to help shoulders peel off. Jaw relaxed. One more. Good, and release and rest. Feet come down, arms relax. Take an umbrella breath here. Good, and then inhale, let's lift the right foot off the floor and hold it with the right hand. And then left hand behind head. Wait for your exhale, and exhale, start to peel the left shoulder off the floor, elbow curls around ear, head comes off floor. You're going toward the right. Yeah, you're coming across your body, and inhale, come back down. Good, and exhale, your left shoulder peels off the floor. You get heavy on the right, and look over to your right, seeing if that makes it easier when you come up. Letting the head just be carried by the hand. Last one. And when you come down, release. As you exhale, straighten out your legs on the floor. Inhale and exhale. Okay, we're going to recheck this lifting up and see if now the core muscles have been trained anymore to help the neck not have to work as hard. So what we'll do is inhale, make your double chin. So we're engaging the deep neck flexors. And then as you exhale, think sternum moves down to help you lift up, and look at your feet and just see if it's any easier. Keeping that double chin all the way back down. And we'll try it one more time. Inhale, making your double chin. Exhale, think sternum moves down to help you lift. And then lower back down and release. Good. Just pausing for a moment and noticing how your neck feels. So if you feel like you're using your neck too much in that lifting, really want to try to focus on training your core, right? Which is a little bit of what we were just doing. So that the sternum moving down, the abdominals engage to lift the head, not the neck. The neck doesn't need to be used as much. All right, let's bend the knees. And if you want to stretch the arms overhead, you could inhale and just stretch arms overhead for a moment. And exhale, bring the right knee in and hold behind the knee. Good. Inhale, give it a squeeze. Good. Exhale, stay there. And inhale, try to straighten it up toward the ceiling. And then exhale, bend it again and repeat. So inhale as you stretch it up, try to kick through the heel. You can hold behind the leg and press the leg into the hands. You interlace your fingers so you can get a good hold and feel that hamstring muscle behind the leg. Okay, next time you get it up there, let's leave it up there and just see if you can get it totally straight. Some of you might have to let go with your hands in order to let the leg come away from you in order to straighten it completely. Good. Yeah, so can't look at it so you can tell if it's straight. Keep breathing. Good. Relaxing through your jaw, relaxing through your face. Nice. And then letting go with the hands if you haven't already. See if you can lower it down to the floor, keeping it straight all the way down. Good. And then once you get there, just pause, relaxing the leg and noticing. Following your breath in and out. Good. And now let's bend that right knee and exhale, bring the left knee in and hold it in tight. Inhaling there and exhaling. And then inhale, straightening the leg up toward the ceiling as you interlace fingers behind the leg and exhale, bend and repeat. So just notice, can you get that leg straight? And if you can't, you're free to, let go with your hands if that feels okay on your back, and see if moving the leg away from your hands more allows you to straighten the leg. Good. Thank you guys. And then the next time that you get that leg straight, let's leave it there and hold and breathe. Remember, you can always let go and move it away from your face. Let's see if you can straighten it all the way. Keep breathing. Good. And then slowly exhale, lowering the leg to the floor, seeing if you can keep it straight and then relaxing it. Following your breath in and out. All right, and bending the knee again. And you can remove anything from behind your head unless when you remove the pillow or blanket, if your chin is way up toward the ceiling like this, when you take away the blanket, then you'll want to keep a blanket there just so that your chin is parallel to the floor and your forehead is on the same plane as your chin. Okay. Knees are bent for bridge pose. And what we're going to do in our bridge pose today is we're going to just focus on our spine moving sequentially, even if you're just picturing it. Okay, so what we're going to do is inhale and press the low back down to the floor. Lengthen your tail forward as you peel your tail off the floor, and then your sacrum pressing into your feet, and then maybe your low back, and maybe even higher if you can. And now if you need an extra breath, you can take it, or you can begin your exhale now. lowering down one vertebra at a time. Low back, and then hips, and then tail, and then we'll come up again. You can take as many breaths as you need to go slowly. So you press low back down, lengthen tail up, then peeling up low back, maybe higher into the mid back. And then exhale, slowly going down, seeing if you can lower down the mid back, then the low back, and then finally the sacrum. And repeating. Just focusing on your own spine, taking as many breaths as you need to come up and down. And only going as high as feels okay in your own back. Using those glute muscles, the butt muscles are squeezing. Your feet are working. Just one more. And then next time you come down to the floor, let's draw the knees in toward the belly. You can have your hands above or below them. You could rock or make circles. Just noticing how your back feels. Good. And then placing your feet back down on the floor. Now, you might want your head and neck support again. You can decide, and we'll take also one yoga block, or you could use a pillow. And what we're going to do is come onto whatever side you can see me better on. And I'm going to place the top knee on your block. You could put it on the medium height. Okay, and the bottom leg will be straight. Okay, and then my bottom hand is going to be on my knee. Okay, my top hand is going to go behind my head. And this is what I'm going to try to do, and you can always watch me first if you want. What I'm going to do is I'm going to inhale as I try to rock my head and my upper back, elbow toward floor, but keeping my knee on the same space. And then I'm going to exhale. I'm going to try to rock it forward. I'm actually lifting my head, and I try to round my back. My elbow comes toward the floor on the front side. And then again, I'll inhale, place my head back down, try to open up my elbow while keeping the knee solid on the block. And then I'll exhale, bring the body across, round the spine. See if you can come across elbow toward floor. So my left shoulder is off. My head is off the floor when I do that part too. I inhale, go back. Then exhale, carry the head. You can lift it off the floor, round the spine. Good. Now, you might not be able to lift the head. I see that some people are not lifting their heads off the floor, but you can just check in your own body. If you're able to lift that head off the floor, and then you put it back down when you roll back. Remember, when you roll back, your head comes back onto the floor and your elbow tries to get to the floor. Yeah, the elbow is going way out to the side and toward it. Yeah, I know. It won't necessarily get there. You just go in toward it. Good. Last one. And then slowly release. You can release the arm and just come onto your back. And notice the two sides of your body, breathing in and out. Now you can just roll over to your other side, or I'm going to flip around just so I can still see you. It's totally up to you. And from here, we'll do the same thing. Okay, so right now we're working on our thoracic spine, right? We're trying to gain mobility in that upper back. Remember, the top knee comes onto the block straight out from the hip, and the head can be supported with a blanket. Bottom hand comes to knee. Top hand comes behind head. Bottom leg is straight. Good. And then from here, you inhale and open up. So the top of your nose faces the ceiling and your elbow tries to reach the floor. Knee stays on block. And then you exhale, curling around, lifting the head, elbow coming toward the floor. And then repeat. You put the head back down, nose tries to face ceiling, elbow tries to go out and down toward the floor. And then exhale around again. And you're not cranking on your neck at all. You're just carrying your head. And every inhale, you're opening up that elbow, trying to take it toward the floor. And every exhale, you're rounding the upper back. And last one, opening up that elbow. And then exhale, release. Release the arm. Just come onto your back with your knees bent. And notice for a moment, following your breath in and out. And hopefully this truck will be done soon. Filling the propane. Okay. From here, you guys, your choice. You can rock your